Welcome to Inside Durango TV, Home and Fashion, where local experts bring insight on interior design, gardening, home improvement, fashion, art, culture, and everything that pertains to a Southwest Colorado lifestyle. On this episode, local horticulturist Jane Gould takes us on a tour through some of the most spectacular backyard gardens in Durango during the Durango Botanical Society Tour of Gardens. Jane brings us to fairy gardens, moon gardens, and xeric gardens, all coming right up on IDTV Home and Fashion. Inside Durango TV Home and Fashion is brought to you by Fast Signs. More than fast, more than signs. Fast Signs.
Hi, I'm Jane Gould, and we're here today with IDTV for the Home and Fashion Show. And we're here in this lovely day to see some amazing, beautiful gardens put on by the Durango Botanical Society. I'm here with Patty Baranowski at another lovely 3rd Avenue home. Gorgeous. And Patty, hi. Thank you so much for being on the tour.
Well, thanks for coming.
So tell us a little bit about your lovely water feature and your garden.
Well, my garden is in constant transition. Spring was absolutely beautiful here, but now we're into summer and we have a variety of plants for you to enjoy. And we like the sound of the water feature because it's relaxing. Mm-hmm. And spend a lot of time back here. In the morning especially. The sun, afternoon we get the hot sun, so then we go to the front porch.
Right. So this is one of my favorite parts of your yard. This is so beautiful. This lush, lovely side entrance to the garden. Amazing plant material. Lady's mantle, daylilies, hydrangea, and that beautiful arch in the background with a climbing rose. Did you do all of this yourself?
No, I can't take credit for all of this. I have added and kind of made it my own little thing. But I like to add architectural things just to give some height here and there, because that's my thing too. This hydrangea will be absolutely stunning by this another couple of weeks. Right. They'll be huge. White puffballs,
white
snowballs.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So yes, this to me is very English.
Very.
And I'm English.
Oh, perfect. So what more could you ask for?
It works for me.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Well, this is a lovely little feature. I love it, and it's the introduction to the fairy garden.
Yes, this is my herb garden.
It's lovely.
The elf kind of watches over the fairy garden.
Gotcha.
The herb garden. This was inspired by my granddaughter, Nico, and we have a lot of fun back here, using our imagination. And
I see they have their own little patio table and umbrella.
Exactly, and swing. And back there's the outhouse. So great. This is Grandma's home. Perfect. Here, and then their chicken farm is over here. And beehives, so it's a very busy, active fairy garden.
It's fabulous. I love it. Thank you so much, Patty, for showing us your lovely garden. It's been a beautiful tour.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I'm so glad I could be a part of it.
Okay, we are going to break for a commercial, but after that, we're going to come back and see a lovely garden by Jackie Gould.
Inside Durango TV, Home and Fashion will return after this commercial break. You're watching Inside Durango TV Home and Fashion. We return you to Jane Gould with coverage of the Durango Botanical Society Tour of Gardens.
Well, my friend Jackie is off to see some other gardens, but we're here with her daughter, Stevie Chambers, and she is also an integral part of the landscaping of this beautiful garden. So Stevie's going to tell us a little bit about this gorgeous moon garden. So, Stevie, tell us what you've done here.
Well, this garden is a moon garden, and technically how I envisioned it was that it would be a new moon and a full moon. So the full moon would be the whites, or shades and hues of white, and the new moon would be shades and hues of the darkest of purple, which would be, to mimic black. Right. So light on, light off, yin yang. And the whole idea was to be able to produce you know, those types of images, you know, hence the floribunda, you know, all of the white irises. These are flock, baby's breath, hydrangeas.
Awesome. Let's take a tour of the garden. There's some lovely features here. Beautiful white peony and a beautiful water feature. Lovely hardscaping. And then it's a beautiful sitting area. Interesting features of the black, closest to black. Some really lovely petunias. So let's move on, and we're going to go see the backyard now.
Okay. Monet, the world of Monet.
So here we are entering the backyard, which is absolutely gorgeous. Darling little birdhouses here. Okay, so let's take a tour back here. This is a wonderful garden. We have grapes along the garage area, peonies, sedums, beautiful sculpture over here, lovely antique pottery, gorgeous wheelbarrow. Just a lovely place to come sit. So tell me, why did you choose to create this type of garden? What was the end result that you wanted to see?
Well, you can go back to my roots, my mom's roots, my grandmother's roots, my great-grandmother. I'm the fourth generation, you know, gardener, landscaper, and we were all raised in a very austere climate on the plains of North Dakota and on a farm. And my grandmother and my great-grandmother were incredible gardeners and landscapers. I mean, they had these oases. They also were Scotch-Irish people that believed that you had to have somewhere to escape. You had to be somewhere other than the hardship of your life. The color back here was important because the front being the moon garden, that expression, the back for me needed to be what our family is like, which is very colorful, to say the least, okay? And more importantly, I wanted it to be something that my mother would love.
Right. I'm here with Janet Canna, who is the former owner of For the Birds, so I think we're going to see a lot of really wonderful things that attract birds. So Janet, tell me about your garden. I hear that this is a new project for you. Can you tell me a little bit about how it came about, how old it is, and what inspired you?
Well, we moved here about 3 years ago to downsize after our children went to college. And it was a blank slate. We had to dig trenches and bury power lines and get rid of dead apple trees and things that were in the yard. So it was pretty much a blank slate, which is nice. And I decided I wanted to do a Monet type theme of color and movement, as well as make it butterfly, bird, bee friendly, pollinator friendly. So I tried to put in things that bloom at different times. There's always something in bloom, something that attracts the pollinators. Xeric, so once they're established like they are now after about 3 years, they don't have to be watered very much. Right. They're on a drip system underneath about 4 inches of mulch. I tried to choose plants that were good for here through the Plant Select program, which is what the Botanical Society promotes. Right. You can see a lot of those plants at the library garden. Right. So quite a few of them are Plant Select, which means they do really well in the hot sun, the dry, the elevation, all the ingredients we have living here. The blue Arctic willow right here.
Oh, that's a lovely one. Yes.
It's totally ethereal, moves in the wind, a nice blue-green color that goes with pretty much all your other flowering plants.
And another willow.
And it's not like a true willow that's going to suck up all your water. It's very good in this climate.
Right. So Janet, tell me a little bit about the bird versus the bear.
Well, bears are very prevalent downtown, especially August and September when they're fattening up for their hibernation time. So it's a really good time to take down your feeders. A lot of people will take down their feeders from April or May on when the bears first start coming out. But I take mine down around 4th of July, and I've not had a bear in my yard yet. And the birds have a lot of natural food after that time. There's plenty of seeds, insects, flowers, things that different birds eat. So you really don't need to feed the birds, especially after their breeding time, which is sometime in June, May or June, when there's a lot of natural food.
Nice.
And bird baths attract so many birds without attracting bears. Right. So that's a good thing too.
This is fabulous, talking about the pollination. This rack behind us and this one are covered with bees right now, which is just beautiful.
And a lot of butterflies flitting about. So this is hops. I think they're called Cascade hops, but my husband brews beer. So this is the 3rd year for these hops. But at our old house on 4th Ave, we had some that were 12 years old, and they were just all over, and he would get quite a big harvest out of them. Nice. So this is new for here, but they're doing well. Oh, they're lovely. And they do well in this climate.
Thanks for tuning in to Inside Durango TV Home and Fashion. This program is brought to you by Fast Signs. More than fast, more than signs. Fast Signs.